Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. Our team arrives on time and is always professional. Be sure your unit is ready for the cooler temperatures by visiting our website, callks.com today, and schedule your appointment. It's fast and easy. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 1112.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, November the 19th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Hey, I think I chose the right words yesterday when I described the cold front as blasting through the state. There's a quick look at my temperature trace, and you can certainly tell when the rain and the temperatures began to fall right there between 7 and 8 p.m. last night. Satellite image this morning shows that we have mostly clear skies over about the western two-thirds of the state of Alabama. We still have some low clouds. You can see that very light gray across parts of eastern Alabama, northern Georgia, and up into parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. Those are low clouds, but we should be seeing plenty of sunshine as that cold front, which blasted through here, is now located in the vicinity of Jacksonville across North Florida. And high pressure over Texas will be settling in over the area later today and tonight. Of course, as that high pressure settles in, it's going to allow for good radiational cooling. The upper trough that has brought us this weather system is moving on fairly briskly, and it should be off the East Coast a little bit later today. In the meantime, across the surface map, we see temperatures generally in the 40s across central Alabama. We have a few 30s in the extreme northwest part of the state. And you can see from the wind flow, you can see we have a good, nice northwesterly flow. Wind will stay up through the morning hours and into the early afternoon before we begin to see it diminish. Freeze warnings are in effect for a good portion of Alabama and about the northern half of Georgia for early Monday morning. So if you're going to be headed out and your car is outside, you may want to consider a little extra time to be able to remove the frost from your windows. QPF is essentially zero over the next 5 days. I think this little bit of rain you see forecast here is actually kind of residual rain with the front, but it is already blasted through. And you don't see this too often, but it does happen. There's not even an area of thunderstorms outlooked across the United States for day one. Day 2 and day 3 do include a little bit of thunderstorm activity over Florida. And the tropics, well, they're not even worried about that little area of disturbed weather now in the eastern Caribbean. All right, the 06Z GFS model run this morning. There's the surface pattern, and there's our high over Texas, Oklahoma, the Arclitex basically. That will be pushing to the east. In the meantime, the upper trough has moved off, and by Monday afternoon, we should actually be coming under weak ridging, though you see some troughiness over Oklahoma and Texas. That will be helping to reinforce the cold air here eventually. But in the meantime, at the surface high settles in over the southeastern U.S., and as again I mentioned a moment ago, good radiational cooling. So as the cold air advection begins to wane, but we do see good loss of heat from the ground. And the atmosphere being very, very dry, as you can see from the precipitable water values. We do have that freeze warning for Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, we should be back up around 60 degrees. Tuesday, that troughiness to our west moves into the Gulf Coast area, and it's going to kind of stick there and actually reinforce over the northern Gulf. But we're not going to see any moisture return. There's a look at precipitable water once again. All those brown values are below about 0.6 of an inch. So basically no moisture for that system to work on. So any precipitation is likely to be confined to the Gulf of Mexico. Thursday, or Thanksgiving Day, the troughiness begins to edge by us, but that keeps us under good northerly flow and northwesterly flow, with high pressure at the surface stretching all the way from South Texas up across the Mid-South area and into New York, the Mid-Atlantic states, basically. Friday, that trough moves off, but we're still under northwesterly flow, so we're going to stay pretty cool. We stay under that northwesterly flow, even though the trough moves further into the Atlantic on Saturday. And then by Sunday, we see a little bit of reinforcing shot. It's a little weak disturbance there over the southeastern U.S., and that weak disturbance will help to reinforce the cold air with a large 1032 high over central Canada that is pushing all the way down into the southern states of the United States. Looking out into voodoo country, by Wednesday, the 29th, we're coming under a very nice ridge. And that ridge, I think, suggests the possibility of some warmth, perhaps even temperatures, dare I say this, temperatures reaching at least the lower 70s. While the ridge stays more or less in place, it looks like we're going to see it be dampened down a bit by troughs moving across the Great Lakes area. And then by the time we reach the end of the period, 372 hours out, this is the 4th of December, this pattern is a little bit scary. This certainly is suggestive of the potential for a significant severe weather situation. Now, there's a lot that has to go into this, and after all, we are very far out into voodoo country. So I'm not making a forecast that we're going to see severe weather on December the 4th. A couple of things to note is it is possible our severe weather season, while primarily November for the secondary season, it does extend into the first 2 weeks of December. So it's not out of the question. And the pattern is suggestive of that. Now, will this occur? Heck, this feature could be gone in the next model run. Who knows? Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video for this morning. James Spann should be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. Remember, I'm not going to tell you to dress warmly, but dress warmly. And don't forget those windshields may take a little more time to clear away tomorrow morning. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day and Godspeed.
Hey, KS Services is now running their $59 fall tune-up special. The weather's getting cooler and the days are getting shorter. Don't let the fall weather sneak up on you. Call us today, 205-322-9090, AL certification number 11120.